Certainty feels like a strength. It feels like knowing who you are and what's right. But here's the truth. Certainty is dividing us. It's keeping us from understanding, from connecting, and from solving society's biggest problems. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the last of my three-part series talking about the dangers of certainty. That feeling that we're always right, we know the truth, and anybody who disagrees is not just wrong, well, they're downright evil. Are you familiar with the saying that a mind is like a parachute? It only works when it's open. Well, certainty can work against us, keeping our parachute closed. But remember, it's not the fall that kills us, it's that sudden stop at the end. We live in a divided world. That's not even news anymore. Everywhere you look, there are opposing sides on politics, on science, on how to live your life. And at the heart of this division is one powerful culprit: certainty. Certainty builds walls and creates an us versus them mentality. But beyond that, it convinces us that anyone who doesn't think like us must be wrong, must be our enemy, or stupid, or just plain evil. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? What if we could replace division with connection and walls with bridges? Certainty simplifies complex issues and draws a line in the sand. We're right, they are wrong. It's comforting to feel like you're on that right side, but that certainty blinds us to one fundamental truth. We're all human, and we can all be wrong sometimes. When we're certain, we stop seeing people and we start seeing the other. The result is that we dismiss them, their experiences, their emotions, and their stories, all because they don't align with what we believe. The result is a cycle of division that leaves no room for empathy or understanding, and a demonizing of that other side. And the demonizing creates yet another side effect, closing us off completely to opposing points of view. Because, well, there's no point in talking to a demon. Certainty doesn't just divide us from others. It isolates us further by the creation of echo chambers. Social media algorithms are designed to show us content we already agree with, creating a bubble where we're surrounded only by what we already believe. Inside that bubble, our beliefs feel even stronger, more justified. But outside of it, the world becomes harder and harder to understand. And the harder it is to understand others, the easier it is to simply dismiss them. Echo chambers feed that sense of certainty, and certainty fuels division. It's a vicious cycle, but it's one that we can break if we really want to. So, how do we break down the walls that certainty creates? Well, it starts with three powerful shifts: humility, curiosity, and connection. Let's talk about each of these individually. First, humility. Humility is admitting that we don't always have all of the answers. It's not about giving up your beliefs. I'm not asking you to necessarily do that. You can hold on to them and still be open to learning something new. Curiosity means stepping into someone else's world. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about trying to understand where they're coming from. Instead of judging them, ask yourself, what can I learn from this person? What have they experienced that I haven't? Why do they believe what they believe? Connection happens when we focus on what unites us rather than what divides us. Even if you don't agree on the surface, because often enough you won't, but you might align on a deeper level, like family, community, or hope for a better future. When we trade the need to be right for the courage to be open, we create room for understanding, connection, even healing. So the next time that you find yourself in a place of disagreement, pause. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? What don't I understand? What if their story has something to teach me? Because when your need for absolute certainty ends, understanding begins. Let's start building those bridges one conversation at a time. And let's keep those parachutes open for a much softer landing.